This video is for ISFBA. As the name suggests, it's a simple function and it's a very singular function to determine whether your listing or your ASIN or your SKU is FBA or FBM. With all of our formulas and all of our functions, make sure that the add-on is installed, the subscription ID has been added. If it doesn't save, do it in incognito mode just to bypass Google's cache. And also make sure that your Gorilla ROI nickname is added into your account. Okay, not your Amazon store nickname, but the one that you add into Gorilla ROI. Now, I've already got my list of ASINs in column A. I'm just using Gorilla underscore ASIN list, and I've got it loaded. The formula for ISFBA is super simple. You've already probably figured it out. Gorilla underscore ISFBA. The first option to enter is, well, it's not an option, it's a mandatory requirement for your nickname. And so that's why I recommend to add a legible nickname as opposed to like jumbled letters and numbers. So I've selected test seller 2. You can also manually hard code it into your formula, but it just makes it less dynamic in the future if you do add a second store or you want to start changing things around. Okay, so test seller 2, comma, select the SKU or the ASINs rather than just selecting one at a time, because this is what I see a lot of people do, where they would just do a formula like this, they'll load it because they're so used to doing it in Excel like this, and then they drag it down a million times. And the problem and the reason why you don't want to do this is not only because of the errors that you could encounter, but it's also going to slow things down drastically, because if you can get 100 or 1000 results in say 2 seconds, you're actually doing it. But then if you drag it like this, you're multiplying it by so many times each and every time. So instead of doing it like this, I'm going to delete all of this. Use range. So A2 to A, say 20 or 17. And in the same amount of time, you're going to get all of your results anyways. Plus, if I change something, then all of these update dynamically in bulk, and it's not going to slow down your spreadsheet. The reason why spreadsheets get really heavy is if you use and drag down the same formula like a million times. So instead of doing that, use ranges, and you can see that the end result is that this will show you whether it's FBA, whether it's the SKU or the ASIN is active or not, and whether something is FBM.